Thank you so much for your time. So where are you from?
We are from Copenhagen in Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. So is this your vacation right now?
Yeah.
We are studying at university, so we had exams, and then we have a bit of vacation before the school starts again.
Oh, I see. This is the between the semesters. And you just got here, you said?
Yeah, we got here, it's Monday today, so we got here Friday, so I think 4 days.
I see. And how long do you stay in Japan?
Around 15 days.
Oh, 2 weeks and...
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Is this first time in Japan?
For you, it's the second time. It's my first time here.
Oh, when was the first time for you?
It was 10 years ago in 2015.
Oh, I see. What was the motivation or what brought you to Japan at that time?
I was just very fascinated with the culture and the country in general, and was very fascinated by the history and also pop culture.
Oh, so you started from like in the daily life. You start to observe like a Japanese culture and stuff. Like an anime or a movie and those things.
Yeah. So I've always watched Studio Ghibli since I was little, and I think I watched a lot of it as a child, and I think I just thought that was the best kind of cartoons compared to the others, and it stuck. I really liked it. Yeah.
I see.
And I think in like the national television in Denmark, when we were little, they started doing single episodes of Dragon Ball and Naruto, and so like
New Power.
So I think it was the first generation where national television broadcasted Japanese stuff.
Oh, I see. Since then, you're kind of interested in Japan. Then how do you feel like when you got here? Like, was there anything that caught your attention?
It was a lot harder than I thought to just navigate the public space and like all the signs. I thought that I would like have an intuitive understanding of, okay, the metro station must be that way and we got to get this line, but all of a sudden, because we talked about in our country, we sometimes see tourists wandering around where we are thinking, why don't they know where to go? It should be simple, but then when we are here we can say, whoa, I don't even know how to I think we spent 40 minutes being right next to the train station without knowing how to get into the train station. If that makes sense. So simple things.
Yeah. Also, I think something I feel a lot is I'm very afraid to be rude without knowing it.
I see.
For example, in our country, we don't disturb people on the train. For example, we're very quiet, and it's the same here. And there's a lot of other stuff where maybe you can be rude and not know, and that's the thing I'm very like.
I see.
Yeah.
So did you learn like watching YouTube and stuff? Like this, what is it? Yeah.
We studied that before we came here.
Was there something very, very different, like a custom from your culture?
So we're very aware that when we eat with chopsticks, we don't put them in the food. We put them on the side. Because sometimes at home we would just like put it in, stick it in, and then we found out that's not okay.
But do you guys do that? Kind of. Maybe you don't use chopsticks, but
very bad at chopsticks.
So we do use chopsticks. Which is like when we eat Asian food, just like
I see.
twice a month maybe. Then we don't think about it, we just put it down into the dish. Yeah.
Is there anything else like those kind of surprises?
The way that every time we, for example, this morning we ordered food. We went into the shop, and I don't know what they are saying, but I think it's saying hello and welcome or something. But then the whole staff are saying it like in a choir. Do you know what I mean? Normally in Denmark, the shopkeepers don't care about anything. They're just like, I'm tired, I'm hungry.
Very awkward.
Yeah. So it's very polite to just walk in and everyone else are greeting you. That's new.
Something I thought about is taking off your shoes at the right times. For example, when you're trying on clothes, take off your shoes, and before entering, like on top of sometimes there's like a step where you take off your shoes and then you walk. That's a bit of a shock, culture shock, I think. Yeah.
But I also thought a lot about the way that what is called retail and service workers in shops and restaurants, they are so nice. And I thought a lot about it must be hard to be so nice all the time, because sometimes if you have a bad day, you still have to be nice and greet people. And I thought a lot about I would have a hard time just being so nice. I look up to people being able to be so.
I see. Yeah. Have to separate your mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think we have a different OS kind of thing in the brain. Yeah, for the professional and your personal.
And that, I think I have been working in our country as some kind of fundraiser, raising money on the street, and also there you have to be so nice. Even though maybe,
I see. Bad day.
Pretty cool, I think.
One thing when I noticed when I talking to Swedish people, I think they said they are also like a very quiet in so the Scandinavian area. It's a very similar kind of culture.
Very similar. We can understand each other's languages because they're so similar. Maybe you're not as good at. Yeah, some people can. They're very much alike, and our culture is very much alike too. In terms of I think work and, for example, partying and stuff are very similar. Yeah, and we have some national holidays which are different. Yeah,
I see.
Also with Japan, I think we might be similar in some ways.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I think we just talked about you can feel at the castle, you can feel where people are coming from, but because some are just going in, skipping the queue, and I think there's just different culture stuff about that, and also like the design. A lot of the stores we've been in with newer Japanese design,
very minimalistic
and similar to Nordic design, I think. And also when we look at the clothes people are wearing, we are like, that's Danish design, that's Danish, and that's cool, I think.
And like a simpler kind of design.
That's why we love Uniqlo too in Scandinavia. It's very simple. We love that. Yeah.
I see. Maybe IKEA. That is a Swedish thing, but it's getting maybe popular.
Yeah, it's also very popular. And I think half of our living room is IKEA.
Yeah, we often eat there too, just to get meatballs.
I see. But have you ever been to other Asian countries?
I've been to Thailand. Very different. Very different. Yeah, but still they're very kind too. Very greet you and stuff, but very different too, I think. I don't think I've been to any other Asian country like that.
This is my second time out of Europe, so I've only been to the USA other than only Europe.
I see.
So it's a very big trip for me.
So then this is the just the third day in Japan. But what is your itinerary? What is your plan?
So we started in Tokyo. Was there for 2 days. Then we traveled here to Osaka yesterday. And I'm going to be here for 2 more days. And then we're going to Hiroshima. And then we're going to Miyajima, the island.
Yes.
And then we're going to Kyoto. And then we're going to finish in Tokyo with 4 days.
So I think we talked about it's a little bit of a standard trip. Most people do that.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's good to. We talked about coming back to Japan, and then we have the basics covered, and next time we can go.
Right. Yeah, the big cities and popular cities.
Yeah, exactly.
But what is your expectation? What do you anticipate doing or seeing? Is that a good plan?
Ryokan in Miyajima, and we are looking very much forward. I think we blew half of our budget on that one stay. I saw it, and we didn't book in that far in advance. It was a bit of an impulsive trip, so we had a very hard time finding the perfect spot, and then we found it. I'm looking very much forward to it.
It's going to be so good.
Also, after all the people, to go a little bit more quiet place.
And then I think, for example, here in Osaka, we're looking forward to the drinking beers.
Japanese beer.
Yeah, exactly. And then in Kyoto, we're looking very much forward to seeing a lot of the history and the traditional culture.
And also this morning I found out about an anime JoJo's Bizarre Adventure cafe in Osaka. And I hope that we can go there tomorrow and experience.
I see. You like JoJo?
I like.
I see. I'm glad you could find something you're interesting in. Yeah. Okay. Well, but thank you so much for your time. It was very interesting talking to you. Thank you so much for your time. So where are you from?
I'm from Dubai.
Dubai. Wow. Middle East. The center of the Middle East.
Yes.
Okay. So you're now traveling in Japan.
Yes, I'm traveling for tourist. I'm looking for tourist attractions. Looking for nice places to go in Japan. So I stumbled upon Osaka. This is considered the second biggest city in Japan, I think. Yeah. So I see it as a very beautiful city. Little bit hard to navigate here in Osaka, but because I think
like a maze.
The buildings, it's like a maze. But overall, the people are very good. People are very respectful. They have what I love about Osaka, a system. Let's say that you are going on top of the elevator, so people stay on the right, so the others that are going past, they can. We don't have it in the other countries. This is the first time I see this system here. So it's like everybody is programmed to know respect, and this is very good and beautiful.
I see. So this is the first time that you visit in Japan. What are you looking forward to seeing or visiting or expecting?
Basically, like Japan is very famous for its food, its culture, its buildings, and different way of life. Like anywhere in the world you go, you see the same buildings, the same structures, the same way of life. But here in Japan, it's another level. It's different.
So building is like your most interesting
like let's say
aspect.
The Osaka Castle. This is the first time I have seen a building with this type of structure. So seeing it now is it's very beautiful and real life.
I see.
Yeah.
But how long do you stay in Japan?
Maybe roughly 20 days. 21 days. Yeah.
When did it start?
3 days ago.
Just then got here.
Yeah,
mostly.
I just got here.
So then where are you visiting?
I'm going to Tokyo after that. And maybe I will go to Hakone. Maybe I will go to also the Kyoto.
I see.
But mostly Tokyo.
So your main focus is in Tokyo?
Tokyo is the main focus. The next focus is
Osaka.
Yeah.
The two biggest
yes.
countries. I see. But how popular or how well known about Japan around your neighborhood or
very popular? Now everybody in my country, everybody who goes to honeymoons or travel, they come to Japan. Because it all goes back to the people. They're very respectful. And we, in our country, we honor respect. If somebody is respectful to us and welcomes us in their country, we are very happy and we welcome them back in our country. And this is why we are attracted to Japan.
So you have met a lot of Japanese people in your country?
So I have made, I have a couple of contacts of Japanese people in my country, but not very direct, to be honest. So maybe only formal contact.
Or like a business kind of
Yes.
situation.
Not more than that. But even with that, they are very honest people. They know etiquette. They never break trust. They are very nice.
I see. How about a Japanese food culture? Do you
come to my country? You will see how popular it is. Dubai, in every corner you can see a sushi restaurant, and a lot of sushi chefs come from Japan. They come cook in them. They make excellent food. But when I came here in Japan, I knew that here is another level. In Dubai, it's very good, it's excellent, but here it's something else.
But in your country, because of the religious reason or something, there's something you cannot eat, like the animal meat kind of thing.
I will let you know. So for religious reasons, you cannot eat pork, pig, blood. We cannot drink blood, like anything with blood we cannot eat. Like tigers, bears, and we cannot eat that. So
I think we don't eat that.
yeah, I know. But they do eat it I heard in Canada or somewhere they eat stuff. But in our villages it's forbidden. And one more thing. So the most common food we have the most common animal we eat in our country are sheep, lamb, and cows.
I see. And you have to follow the preparation, like the halal or something?
Oh yeah, you mean when killing the cow?
I don't know, the preparation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's similar to the Jewish tradition, but we have our own. It's called halal way of slaughter.
I see.
So the animal has to die fast. They sharp knife, so the animal can die and bleed out fast. And the death of the animal when you kill it, it has to be from this this vein to this vein. So it bleeds out everything.
I see.
Okay.
But isn't it difficult to find that kind of restaurants in Japan?
I have a list of a lot of restaurants because I know in Osaka and Japan now there are a lot of Muslims and who opened restaurants.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Also, if I can't find a Muslim restaurant that serves meat, I can eat any fish in Japan. So fish is fine.
Oh, I see.
Fish we don't have to do this.
Right.
This only comes in for the cattle and
on the land.
and
the fur. Yeah. It's not very difficult then nowadays to find the restaurant.
it's very easy. Now they make halal wagyu, halal kebabs and whatnot, you know.
Have you ever been to other Asian countries?
Me personally, no.
Oh.
But I have friends that go to Thailand. And Thailand, there are thousands of restaurants with halal food. But for me, this is the first time I'm in an Asian country. Usually, I used to go to Europe. I used to go to Africa. And the Middle East. Nowhere else. So this is the first time.
So this time you're planning to go to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Hakone.
Yeah.
Are there any other cities you were looking at if you had more time?
I didn't do research in the other cities, to be honest, but I'm sure if I did the research, I would love to go to other cities. I don't have any problem with those.
So maybe this is the kind of trial
Yes.
This
is the trial visit, and next time is the exploration visit.
Maybe go to expand the area or more deeping down to more specific location.
I'm not sure, to be honest. Usually, before I go to any place, so I go to YouTube or I go to Instagram and I write popular places in Japan, popular restaurants, halal restaurants, tourist attractions. So I go there. This is what brought me here to the Osaka Castle.
Then you were just only here for 3 days, but did you have any difficulties encountered in Japan so far? Like customs or no?
Like I said, they know how to give directions. Even if they don't know how to speak English, you can read any book or any tablet or any guidebook from the specific areas you want to go to, and you can understand it. Usually, if you go to other countries, like maybe I went to a country back, I couldn't understand anything, any of the notebooks, anything. You can't understand but it's a beautiful country, but you can't understand what the directions, you know. Here it's very easy, even if they don't speak English. And you have also you have in every corner, the train stations or the hotels, you have information people. So you can just ask them, where is this area? They can take you.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm glad you have a first kind of good impression from Japan, and I hope you can enjoy your rest of your trip. Thank you so much for your time again. Thank you so much for your time. So where are you from?
We're from South Australia.
South Australia?
Yeah.
Is this your vacation now?
Yes.
And when did you start?
About
a week and a half.
week and a
Week
half.
and a half?
Yeah, so beginning of January.
3rd of January.
Yeah.
And how many days you have to go?
To go, well, we're here for about 20 days in total.
Half of it.
Halfway
kind of.
through. Yeah.
Okay. Is this first time in Japan?
For me, it is.
But yeah, it's my fourth time.
Well, fourth time?
Yeah.
Well, when was the first time?
First time was 2011, I think.
Oh,
Went skiing.
Oh, skiing.
Yeah.
I see.
Up in Furano. It was good.
I see. Hokkaido.
Yes,
I
correct.
see. So since then, you're like repeating or
Yeah,
something?
my father and I came back in 2017. And went to Hiroshima and Nagasaki and sort of travelled down that area. And then in 2019 we came back and did the Nakasendo Trail and spent a little bit of time in Tokyo as well. And I'm back with my partner.
I see.
Yeah.
Very educational kind of.
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, because the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, those are
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How do you like it? Like, in Japan? Yeah. Yeah.
Very friendly.
Friendly.
And respectful.
Yeah. Nice people.
Nice people, nice food, good scenery, and just a nice atmosphere all together. It's really nice.
But before meeting her, for you, were you kind of interested in Japan? Were you looking at Japan, or not out of?
I would have been, yeah. I don't think she's swayed any opinion to come to Japan. But yeah, no, not really. I don't think.
So what kind of like image did you have about Japan, like before coming?
It's my first time here.
Right.
So a year and a half ago we went to South Korea, which is I find very similar. So I expected it's very similar, and it is very similar, sort of.
Was it similar?
Yeah,
actually.
Similar. Nice, similar, like very nice people. I think the main difference between here and where we are from is how easy it is to get around. Back home, you pretty much have to drive everywhere. Public transport, fantastic. It's so easy to get everywhere.
It's so good here. It's really hard for public transport at home. We only have, where we're from in Adelaide, in South Australia, there's only sort of buses. There's one sort of tram, train, but it's very limited with the stops. And the buses are not very reliable. They're not a perfect way to get around. So most people drive. So it's really good here.
You mean not the precise? I mean the punctual, or not many?
Yeah, they're not very.
It's not as frequent either.
Not as frequent, and you can't rely on them too much. Like they're either really early or they're really late. So it's not the best. In comparison to here, it's not very good.
I see.
Yeah.
Then for this trip, was there anything that caught your attention, especially for the
About Japan? No, not necessarily. Just big cities like Tokyo. Just come to experience it, see what it's like. Come for a holiday. Where we're from now, it's the middle of summer, so it's very hot. Now it's here, it's obviously quite cold.
We both prefer the cold, so it's nice coming from hot to a cooler environment.
Yeah. But no, I don't think so.
Thank you.
How about you? Including your first visit, maybe.
Well, I was keen to come back here because I missed it. But my brother also lives here. He moved here February 2024. So nearly a year ago he moved here. So I was keen to see him again. So he lives in Kawasaki, near Tokyo. And so we spent some time with him when we were up in Tokyo, which was nice. So that was a big reason for me to come back, but I still wanted to come back just in general.
What does he do?
He teaches English in an English school. So he teaches children aged between, I think, 3 to 4 to about 8 or 9. Their English skills, and he really likes it.
Is he going to stay or live here long?
He's going to stay here for a long time. I don't think he has any plans of moving back to Australia. So he was talking about possibly buying a house. So he's like, I think he's here long term, which is good for him. But we'll miss him. But we still talk to him all the time, so that's okay.
Does he say where he wants to live in Japan?
I think he likes the area that he's in.
Kawasaki.
So he's just out of Tokyo. So he's looking at sort of places around there for a house, but he can't really afford it yet. So that's sort of in the future. But somewhere around there, not in Tokyo, but not far out of Tokyo.
Right.
Yeah.
In Tokyo it's very maybe expensive.
Yes,
maybe.
and it's nice to visit, but maybe living in a city is a little bit too crazy. So being a bit out of it is a good idea, I think.
I see. And you have visited Nakasendo, you said?
Yes.
How was it?
It was really good. I did that in 2019 with my dad, and it was really nice. We stayed in a lot of traditional Ryokan hotels and had a lot of traditional food that usually we probably wouldn't go out and just get. So having them provided for us at the Ryokans is really nice to be able to try different things, different cuisines, and then walking around, walking through the trail, just really beautiful scenery. It was a really good time of the year. I think it was around May, beginning of May, so it wasn't too hot or too cold. It was just like a nice...
One of the best seasons,
I think. It was really, really good. I don't think we could have planned it better, in my opinion. So it was really good. It was scary seeing the bells where you have to ring in case there's bears. Ring, we're like, but it was good.
You have to have it, the bell?
We didn't have, some people have them around their neck, but there were areas when you're walking through, there's a bell you can ring.
Oh, really?
So every time we came to one, we just rang it just in case. Because apparently there's bears. We didn't know that. So,
but it's there somewhere.
Yes,
it's
there. And we didn't see a bear, but we ring it just in case. We don't want to see a bear. Yeah.
Wow.
It was really good though. Really good experience.
What kind of Japanese food do you like?
I probably eat a little bit more.
I'm a bit fussy.
I mean, I do like sushi, as like everyone else does. I love ramen, especially at this time of the year because it's so cold. It's nice to have something hot. I like udon as well because it's sometimes not as rich as ramen, so it's just nice to have something a little bit like
more light kind
light,
of flavor.
I also like soba as well, hot and cold.
Wow.
More so hot at the moment. And then I personally love mochi. Because I'm not a massive fan of the texture, but I like mochi.
It's like this time of the season. I think it's more around here.
Exactly.
Do you have the favorite a flavor, a topping for the mochi?
I sort of like any flavor, but I like matcha flavor for anything. So matcha flavored mochi, really good. Also the daifuku, the strawberry.
I see.
Very good. But I sort of eat anything. I'm going to try a lot of things.
And how about you?
I'm a bit fussy. So, typically, I sort of prefer the more westernized food, I guess. I can try. I mean, ramen's okay, sushi's okay, but anything sort of octopus I'm hesitant.
But you ate takoyaki?
I had some
octopus
takoyaki
inside.
And he had a little bit
of
it. So it was okay.
It's okay.
we just
squishy.
Yeah. We just had some okonomiyaki, which was really good.
Yeah, that
was really good.
So that was nice.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But overall, good.
Good. Yeah. By the time you go back to Australia, I hope he has something like the favorite Japanese you could find.
I think you do like the sort of pork katsu, the rice. always a safe option.
Yeah, anything
yeah.
price is usually safe.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Oh, no,
for your
thank you so
time.
much.
That's fun talking
Thank
to
you.
you.